This is Ron Kelleher with the Inspired Leadership Podcast, episode number 544. Today's episode is entitled The Unbreakable Link Between Trustworthiness and Christian Business Leadership.
Hello, and welcome to Inspired Leadership, the podcast for Christian leaders in the marketplace who want to be the best leaders they can be. And now your host, Ron Kelleher.
In the fast-paced and highly competitive business world, Christian leaders face a unique set of challenges. Balancing their faith with the demands of running a successful enterprise can often be daunting. However, one principle stands firm as the cornerstone of success for Christian business leaders: trustworthiness. As we delve into the importance of trustworthiness, let's begin by considering a real-life example highlighting its profound impact. Imagine, if you will, a CEO who consistently delivers on promises, honors commitments, and maintains transparency in all his business dealings. Consequently, this CEO has earned the trust of employees, customers, and stakeholders. As a result, this company flourishes, attracting a range of new partners and opportunities. Conversely, consider a leader who lacks trustworthiness, breaks promises, engages in unethical practices, and displays an overall lack of integrity. Such a leader would undermine the very foundation upon which success is built. In my career, I worked for both kinds of leaders. There were those I could trust, and a few I never dared. However, I can attest that in the long run, trustworthy leaders built their organizations up, while untrustworthy leaders do not. God's Word speaks a lot about the importance of trustworthiness in our personal and professional lives. God says those who can be trusted with small, inconsequential things can be trusted with much more. But those who cannot be trusted with small things certainly cannot be trusted with much. That principle comes from Luke 16:10, which states, "Whoever can be trusted with very little can also be trusted with much, and whoever is dishonest with very little will also be dishonest with much." This verse is a timeless reminder of the significance of trustworthiness in Christian business leadership. Let's explore 3 compelling reasons why trustworthiness should be the bedrock of every Christian business leader's character. First, building strong relationships. Trust is the lifeblood of relationships, both personal and professional. Accordingly, trust creates a fertile ground for collaboration, effective teamwork, and employee loyalty in business. By establishing a reputation for trustworthiness, leaders foster an environment where individuals feel safe to express their ideas, take risks, and contribute to the organization's growth. Moreover, trust empowers leaders to forge meaningful partnerships with suppliers, investors, and clients, opening doors to mutually beneficial opportunities. Number 2, enhancing credibility and reputation. A leader's trustworthiness becomes a distinguishing factor in a world of skepticism and doubt. Leaders earn their peers, customers, and competitors' respect and admiration by consistently demonstrating integrity. Trustworthiness is a beacon of authenticity and credibility, attracting clients and investors seeking long-term relationships with ethical and reliable partners. Once tarnished by a breach of trust, a leader's reputation is arduous to restore, highlighting the vital importance of consistently upholding trustworthiness. And finally, number 3, influencing ethical decision-making. Christian business leaders, guided by biblical principles, face a unique responsibility to uphold moral and ethical standards in their decision-making. Trustworthiness is crucial in this process, ensuring that choices are made with transparency, fairness, and accountability. Leaders who prioritize trustworthiness inspire their teams to embrace ethical practices, fostering an organizational culture built on integrity and righteousness. So, by maintaining trustworthiness, leaders exemplify the values of their faith, leaving a lasting impact on their employees and society. In conclusion, as Christian business leaders, we're called to be trustworthy stewards of the resources and opportunities entrusted to us. As such, trustworthiness should be the foundation upon which we build our businesses, for it empowers us to forge strong relationships, enhance our credibility, and influence ethical decision making. Let's remember the words of Luke 16:10 and strive to be faithful in the little things, knowing that our trustworthiness in small matters will ripple into greater blessings and success. Remember, trustworthiness is not just a desirable trait, but an essential aspect of Christian business leadership. Therefore, as we strive to integrate our faith into our professional lives, let us continuously reflect on the significance of trustworthiness and its impact on our businesses, relationships, and ultimately our witness as followers of Christ. Well, that's it for this week. And as always, questions and comments are welcome. Have you worked for untrustworthy leaders? And if so, what was their impact on the organization? I'd love it if you'd come over to the website at ronkelleher.com/episode 544 and leave me a question or a comment. And before we go, I'd like to ask you to do me a quick favor, and that is to hop on over to whatever podcast service you're listening this on. Leave a ranking for the show and a comment if you wish. It really does help us get the show into the hands of more and more people. So I thank you in advance for that and pray that God would help us all to be the powerful and the inspired leaders He intends us to be. That's it for this episode of Inspired Leadership. You'll find a complete transcript of this episode on my website at www.ronkelleher.com. My prayer now is that you'll go out and be the powerful, inspired leader that God intends us to be.
Thanks for listening to the Inspired Leadership Podcast at www.ronkelleher.com.